to deal with the inconvenience, but it would be nice to have some more support in that area.
Thank you, Mr. Paul. Anyone else? If not, we will close the public comment portion of our agenda. And we're going to our regular agenda. First item on the regular agenda is a presentation from Audwin R. Harris, Public Affairs Specialist with the U.S. Small Business Administration. Yeah.
I can get started. First and foremost, good evening to everybody. I'm Antoine Harrison with the U.S. Small Business Administration, and as you said, I'm the Public Affairs Specialist for the Mid-State area. And my purpose of being here this evening is to just essentially put out some information that we have as far as the disaster recovery when it comes to Hurricane Helene. And also, we have an upcoming deadline for anyone that would like to apply for any assistance. And after that deadline, we'll slowly be pulling out of South Carolina as of right now. If that changes, of course, I would update you all. So what I want to do is just get this out in front of everyone so that you could go tell your constituents or anyone that may need any assistance that you can think of. This includes businesses, homeowners, renters as well, nonprofits. And I want to emphasize the homeowners and renters portion because a lot of that group that was affected by the storm didn't know that they were eligible for any small business assistance from us. Next slide, yeah. Thank you. So what you see here is just a map of of where the storm affected the state. The green areas are the primary counties. These are the ones where they are those counties. Anyone that was affected by the storm are eligible for this January 7th deadline. The yellow, they're both kind of yellow, but okay. The brighter yellow is what we call contiguous counties. They are eligible for what we call idle loans, which I'll talk about, and then the far right of the state, the far right shaded area, they weren't included in this declaration, but as you can see, just how much this affected the state, it was pretty much 2/3 of the state that that were declared within this disaster. And this here is just what you have in front of you. This is the disaster itself. It's been updated where it says November 29th was the deadline. It's now January 7th. And this just kind of goes into what the presidential declaration is. And so what we do is disaster assistance loans. FEMA has grants, we have loans. They're very low interest loans. And essentially this program is for anyone that's been affected. And it's a direct loan. It's a government subsidized loan. It's not from a bank, any financial institution, of anything of that nature. And they are basically made possible for anyone that is affected. And so here's the why would you do it. I know a lot of times I get asked, I get nervous when I hear the word loan. Why would I apply? And essentially what this is supplemental. This is something that you don't need to accept. First of all, if you do apply and you get accepted, and they say, yeah, we will help fund you for this disaster, you don't have to accept it. There's no penalty. There's no closing costs. There's no prepayment penalty if you want to pay early. It's deferred for 12 months, so there's no interest on that. And I'm sorry, there's no payments due for 12 months, and it's again low interest loans. And you could refinance it. And again, this is available even if you file an insurance claim or don't. And then again, and I don't deal exactly with this part of it. I'm more of the person who gives the information, but the people you work with, are here in the U.S., they work on your case the entire time, and they will do as much as they can possibly can to make sure that you do get approved for the program if you decide to apply. And this is just the types of loans. So we have one that's called a physical disaster loan. So if your business, your home, and this is if you think about yourself as again, a renter, a homeowner, a nonprofit, or as a business owner. If anything happened to your business physically during the storm, and you're still trying to get that fixed, or if you got it fixed, but you're looking to increase the mitigation to your business, that's what this will cover. It's up to $500,000, $200,000. It's up to $2 million for businesses, $500,000 if you're a homeowner, which I'm sure, I know in my case, would definitely replace my house. And then if you're, or if you're a nonprofit, up to $2 million, the places that were hit the hardest, this really affects them the most. And then this is what I was speaking of now. Obviously, with the government, we love our acronyms. So it's Economic Injury Disaster Loan, but we just call it EIDL. And what that is for, if you remember that map I showed you, it was green, then it was sort of that bright yellow. The bright yellow, this would apply to them only. It's essentially a loan that would replace any lost revenue or income. So if you had no physical damage to your business, but you can show that you had to close because, for example, I was working with a food pantry. Their refrigerators and their coolers all went down. So they lost about 75% of what they have to serve the community. They applied, got approved, and so this is how they replenished their stock. And again, this is up to $2 million, and I've seen a lot of nonprofits not nonprofits, but a lot of businesses, again, that weren't damaged, take advantage of this one. And then, and this wasn't mentioned on the other one, but renters. So if you guys have renters in any of your properties, and let's say the property was damaged and their car was damaged, for example, they are eligible to apply as well and could receive up to $200,000 to replace any of their physical property, and that does include cars. We get to ask that a lot, so that's just something else to keep in mind. This here is just letting you know where we are. This is going to be the closest centers to you, would be Lexington County and in Greenville County. I'm actually closest to the Lexington County one, and we're in the basement of the library there. It's very nice, and there's 3 individuals working there. They're there all day long. They can answer any questions, and they can, they work miracles there. And then if you're ever in Greenville County, it's at the Next Innovation Center. It's a very beautiful co-op building with all these different businesses, and they can help you there as well. And that's it. Yeah, and I try to keep it short for these purposes. Plus, you got everything in front of you. So, did anyone have any questions for myself?
Yes, I'd like to know, do you have enough copies so that you can pass to the audience?
I did bring a good pile of them, and there's one that is missing. It's in my car, so I can go get that one and bring it back to you. Yeah, I got a decent amount. I can put them wherever you would like. But I do appreciate y'all for having me. This is my first time in Orangeburg, so.
Where do you live?
I'm based out of Columbia now, but actually I am home based out of Alabama.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate the information.
Can I ask you a question? What is the loan rate now? Because I've had
It's
SBA.
4%.
4?
Mm-hmm.
I did good. I had it 2.
Next item on the agenda is to the audience. That's item number 1. And I think this is Mr. Merle's. I think this is yours. It said an ordinance authorizing the execution and delivery of a special source revenue credit agreement by and among Orangeburg County and a company known to the county at this time as Project Magnolia, including any related or affiliated entities and any sponsor affiliates, to provide for the provision of special source revenue credit, to express the intent of Orangeburg County to place and to maintain the project property in a multi-county park, and to provide for other matters related thereto. Well, kind of give us a synopsis on this,
Yeah.
and then I'll have public hearing after that.
Yes, sir. So we have,
Thank you.
this is just for the public hearing because we've delayed the third reading. We're finalizing the documents now, and we'll come back to you again in the new year with an amended version of that special social work you're ready to do.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
This is a public hearing, so anybody from the public or council have any questions or comments? Hearing none, thank you so very much. The next item is an ordinance